Y'all doing, and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get something for you and them little babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, click around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link's down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting the whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all.
They say black folk broke. They say black. They say black folk ain't got no money. I saw a little something on IG over the weekend. And how's everybody doing? Hi. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining me. This is the Willie Williams Show. This is the nightly news show around here in these streets. Saw a post that somebody had done made. Well, I haven't watched it, but I see the title and everything, and I was like, well, this has to be interesting, because I see a lot what's going on social media, and sometimes I can't watch things right at that moment. So I be having to save things. So then later on, I could be able to go on and look at it. You know what I'm saying? So I had done seen something, and I guess we broke out here, y'all. I guess we just ain't got that bag no more. I guess some of us is getting the bag, but we really ain't doing nothing with it. On average, we ain't doing nothing with it. We got like a few $1,000s or something like that right there. That's cute, but we really not investing it, so we really ain't got no money. If you're not investing, then you really ain't got no money. If you ain't saving, but then even if you is saving, the money be acting funny if you save your money. And I don't like how people be out here saying, well, your money lose value, so you need to go ahead on and invest your money. Well, I'm here to tell you, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Let's just start right there. Don't put all your eggs in one basket because people telling you that your money ain't gonna grow by just sitting in the bank or sitting at your crib. I just want to tell y'all something. Don't keep all your money inside of an institution. Do not do that right there. That should be rule number one. Hell, you should have learned that like in middle school or something like that right there. Back when y'all was selling like candy and stuff like that right there. You never want to put like all your money like in one spot. You should have learned it back then. They have been trying to. I don't know who they is, but we just be saying they. You know what I'm saying? They have been trying to get us to not save money and have it outside of an institution. They'll tell you, well, have your 3-month emergency fund, maybe your 6-month emergency fund. You know what I'm saying? But nothing major. Don't be sitting back on like 25,000. Don't be sitting back on 50 stacks in your house that you can get to immediately. Don't because your money lose value. Don't do that right now. Well, I'm here to tell you, just as a true player out here in the goddamn street, and I had to learn, like a whole bunch of y'all had to learn, you do not put all your eggs in one basket. You do never. I don't even know if that's how you start a sentence, but you do never give somebody total control over your paper. See, that is what we be doing when we leave our money in the institution. This is what you all also be doing when y'all don't have a few $100s on you and y'all relying on your card when you go to the store. You have just allowed the institution to be in control. I know a lot of y'all will say, well, I just don't be spending cash like that right there, man. I don't be having cash. Do y'all know that they done made us afraid? They have made us believe that if we carry cash, we gonna get robbed. And if we get robbed, then they gonna take all the paper dollars. So now I have been listening to people for years like, Willie, no, dog, I don't spend cash, dog. I don't pull out cash, dog. Damn it, if I ain't got my card, then dog, I ain't doing nothing. And I've been trying to tell people for years, dog, your card cannot work. And I don't mean them as far as them turning your card off. I mean just the magnet just on the back of your script may have gotten damaged or something. Have y'all ever walked in the store and their system don't work? And they only taking cash? Have y'all ever walked in the store and you needed something, like some gas or something? Like you was on E, which I would not advise people to be riding around on E. I don't know why y'all riding around on E. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all ain't been like these positions or predicament, then maybe you just don't understand. You know, maybe it's gonna take for you to learn. Y'all gonna learn the wrong way. The worst thing that you can, not the worst, but I think one of the worst things that you could be trying to get some grocery or something, or paying a bill or something. Imagine like you got your kids in daycare and you pay just on your card, right? Right? You paid by your card, but you swipe your card. It's just Friday. You swipe your card, it's nothing. Hey, your child can't come back now until that payment is made. Monday come around because for some reason you did not decide to go and get some paper dollars just in case Monday the card don't work. Monday come, you come to drop off the child, but you can't drop off the child until you swipe that card, until you pay them people. You swiping and it ain't working, man. Now you're disgusted. When all you had to do was listen to the Willie Williams show, and Willie Williams had done told y'all, always keep a few $100s on you. Always, dog. You never know when they gonna cut the lights off out here. Never know. Now I'm looking at the little thing right here. This thing say the median net worth in black households in Chicago. In Chicago, so that's like the whole United States. In Chicago is 0. I have not researched. I ain't looked nothing up here. Right now, I can ask my law. Is this true? Let's see. Is the median net worth in black households in Chicago 0? Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Oh, whoa. Yes. According to a 2024 report highlighted in the 2025 State of Black Chicago report, the median net worth for black households in Chicago metropolitan areas is 0. I got to be sure I can pull this up on the screen because I don't want to be, Willie, you just trying to make her look bad when you saying this stuff. No. Sometimes we need to know. Hold on. Let me say it. Just I had to say it over here. Is the medium net worth in black households in Chicago 0? I got it up. Bam. All right, we can go ahead on and put this up on the screen for you. I didn't know. Listen. Now, dog, I thought I had everything, so I thought I was ready to go. But is it this one? It's this one. All right, bam. There you go. Look at. Look at that. What it say? I didn't know. This indicates that half of black households in the area have 0 or negative wealth, in stark contrast to white households, which has a median net worth of $210,000. So last week when I was talking to you good people, remember I had them pointed out to where for some reason these stats be getting put out, and in my mind it's to make the black man look bad, because remember, the black man look bad and then men. I put the post up last week to where they talked about the top 10 fields and shit that women lead and all that fly shit, and I was like, that's cute, but they was always doing them jobs, but it really ain't. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Simone for the $5 cash out. You say paper $1 for a player. That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate that right there. For real though. Listen. And then last week I spoke on how they say that, remember the 80% of, I think it was the 80% of the households by single, but no. The other thing that I pointed out, they say that single black women now have purchased 20 million homes compared to black men, which is 11 million homes, because I had to look it up. But that post has been all over Facebook, and I had to show it to y'all and stuff like that right now. And remember, I had them said, okay, they got all these homes, but why is they still broke, though? I said that without even seeing this. I said that without even seeing this. This is devastating. Well, at least it should be. We should care like this, but no, we balling, and they will be on social media. That's why we doing better than y'all. All right, shout. Y'all doing great. But in Chicago, bitches, 0. Y'all ain't got no paper up there. But y'all do be clubbing and y'all be stunned and stuff like that right there. I be seeing y'all nice clothes and stuff with your new clothes. I have not bought new clothes in so goddamn long. But y'all stunned. Y'all got your new shoes and stuff. I ain't bought no new shoes in so doggone long. Got to be more careful. But y'all been out here, you know what I'm saying, eating. I be seeing y'all videos in Chicago. Y'all got it together. Y'all doing the most. But I had done came across this right here too. This is what I came across. I have not listened to Buddy. It's four slide videos. I'm gonna let Buddy say what Buddy got to say, and we gonna see where he going. Again, I didn't even watch it. And y'all welcome, man. Y'all come on in and hit the thumbs up button. Do not be afraid, y'all. We got a little news that we're going to talk about, but this is a slow-moving Monday. Now, why is that doing that right there? Hold on. Shout out to D for the $4 cash out. I appreciate that right there. Yes, I do. Let's hear what Buddy got to say, y'all.
I tell you all, the median net worth of the African-American community in Chicago is 0. Let me say that again. The median net worth of African-American households in Chicago is 0. The average median net worth of white households is $210,000.
I just showed y'all.
And that is something that we have to take note from. So what we do is we teach financial literacy, economic development across the country teaching young people in our communities. In my work, we've created working over 3,000 young people doing workforce development, financial literacy, and economic development within our community.
Why aren't we doing that in our own homes? Why aren't us as parents, yes, why aren't us as parents, which 80% of the households led by single mothers, but let's say parents, let's say both, why aren't we teaching financial literacy? Black women is highly educated. They're more educated than the men. Why aren't they teaching financial literacy? Even the dudes that don't have the degrees and all that. Again, why aren't you guys, or why aren't we teaching financial literacy?
One staggering fact I would like to tell you all: the median net
Let's go to the next one.
worth of. I started investing when I was 16 years old, working my first job at Walmart.
All right. I don't even want to go another further. I just want to point this right here out. I haven't looked at anything. Let's see. You were excellence. Oh, so they is responding to him. Keep educating and building young king. He say, we see you. That's what's up. He say, he had my vote. I have worked since I was 15 and a half. Many things are possible. I found that so unbelievable that I looked it up to sadly find it was actually true. I did the same thing, sister. I did the same thing, because I'm like, what do you mean zero? What do you mean zero? Like in the whole city? Like not like a corner or two, just like the whole city doing it? Man, but y'all do own homes. Black folk, y'all do own homes though. Let's see. How many homes do blacks own in Chicago? I can go ahead and put this up here for you. Black households in Chicago have one of the lowest home ownership rates, estimated between 34 and 43%. The rate is significantly lower than 72 to 77% home ownership rate for white families in the city. In the broader Chicago metro area, black home ownership is approximately 43%. So between 34 and 43%, y'all broke. You're broke. Yeah. So this also kind of lets me know that there's a lot of poverty going on. And this kind of lets me know that this is why y'all cheering killing each other. And why darker hued children is out there in the streets acting ass, especially in Chicago. I've heard people say for the longest that Chicago is very, very segregated and all that. Yeah, cute. But when people be saying that as if because it's segregated, that's holding darker hue skin folk back. Just saying. They say we all broke. It depends. It depends. No. Wait. Is you in Chicago? I'm just saying though. I don't know, dog. Like, but I pointed out for years, as long as them other stats had them been out to where our sisters was worth $5, net worth was $5, and then it dropped down to zero. Black men's net worth was 14,000 or so. No. That was the white woman or something like that right there. I think the black men was some thousand. Some thousand, but the black woman was $5, and then they did it again and it went down to zero. Like, God damn, that's horrible. That is horrible. I think that we just got to do financial literacy is a beast. But listen, this is why I be trying to tell you, good people. Y'all better save your money. You better get out of debt. Because even if you got your $10,000 saved, your debt is so much higher to where it actually, you ain't got 10,000. You technically, physically have the 10,000. I get it. But because you old people, it's like you ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? He said, are they working minimum wage, minimum age, or is it poor spending habits? I would not even put it on minimum wage. I would put it on poor spending habits, because remember, 34 to 43% are homeowners. So they're not working the minimum wage jobs, because, like people be saying, it's difficult to survive on a minimum wage job. So they kind of lets me know that they're not working minimum wage, they working careers and stuff like that. So that's just letting me know that we don't know how to spend money, or we don't know how to use money. Yeah. Poor money management. Period. Point blank. Period. Point blank. So let this be a lesson. Let this be a game changer. Don't spend your money on BS. We can keep telling grown people that, but grown people gonna do what grown people gonna do, because we just have to have that. Damn it, I can't. Oh, I got to have them $400 shoes. I got to have them $300 belts. You know I ain't never spent no goddamn thing. Man, it went to trip me out back when I went to seeing you players have $300 Gucci belts. I'm like, a belt like to wear around your waist was $300 for a belt. I'm just confused when I went to seeing that. And I guess if you don't have a Gucci belt, then you really ain't worth a damn. And what happened? What happened to you people, man? I don't know. And then we buying $50, $100 t-shirts and shit. It's a t-shirt. I don't understand. But it got such a name on it. But it's a t-shirt though. It's a t-shirt. I just can't do it. Yeah. You just have to have them rims on that Altima. On that little 2005 Altima. We be out here tripping, man. For real though. Yeah. I still need a club Negro at 60. For real though. Spent $280 on Jordan's 4 and a hoodie for $150 for a 14-year-old. Yeah. Remember that story I did? I think it was at the beginning of the school year, where this chick, she came out and said that she went school shopping and spent over $700 and she only got like 4-5 pieces. Dang. Horrible money management skills. It's a damn shame. But anyway, move right along. Let's go on to get into a little something real quick. I got to take y'all out here to the airport, because we got a whole bunch of y'all travelers and stuff, in case y'all have not been knowing what's been going on. Maybe you have been sleeping up under a bridge or something like that right there. You got to get to the airport the day before. I know. It used to be like, get to the airport like two hours before time to board, and then they went like 4 hours, 6 hours the day before. My president, your president, our president had done told the Democratic Party that if y'all don't go ahead on and start funding the TSA, then I'm gonna go ahead on and send ICE on right now. Because in case y'all don't know, ICE is funded. ICE is funded. TSA is not funded. So because now that they didn't fund ICE, fund the TSA, president done sent ICE around there to the doggone airports.
At Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport is part of the Trump administration's move to help with operations as a partial government shutdown continues. And TSA workers call out after working weeks without a paycheck. Good day's Lindsay Tooman is live at Hartsfield-Jackson with the details on this. Lindsay.
Good morning to you, Ron. And really, it's unbelievable here. Folks getting here 5 hours or more before their flight and still missing it because of these lines. I'll step out of the way. You can see it is just absolutely jam-packed. And just so you know, once you get to this point in the line, you still have several hours. But folks say they've been waiting for 2 or 3 hours before even making it to the main checkpoint.
2 and 3 hours before making it to the checkpoint. I was watching pictures and stuff that they putting on Instagram and stuff, to where they standing outside for hours, not inside in the air condition. They outside in the sun, long lines waiting to get inside of the airport to stand in line for some more hours. What happened to the rental cars? Right. You say, how come you just don't rent a car and just drive? Listen, the amount of hours that people is spending at the airport, you could have drove home. I'm sorry.
According to a spokesperson for the Department of Homeland Security, 400 TSA officers have quit across the country.
400 quit, so it's we at least know it's 400 job openings.
Thousands have called out sick. Many are unable to pay for their cars, gas, childcare, or rent due to the shutdown. It's making it so they can't even afford to come to work right now.
And like I spoke on the TSA workers last year, and I will continue to say that, they poor money managers. They can't pay for gas. And listen, I know what you're saying, but Willie didn't win a whole month without no check. Hey, you should have had some people. Well, Willie, they just went through it like 3 months ago. That's when I went to saying it. They should have had some paper back then. But that just lets you know we got jobs and we is not doing the right thing. We is not doing the what if. We not doing the what ifs. And they never did the what if. They don't pay us.
Many are unable to pay for their cars, gas, childcare, or rent due to the shutdown. It's making it so they can't even afford to come to work right now, which of course they haven't been getting paid for more than a month. That's why President Trump decided to send hundreds of ICE officers into the airports that are greatly impacted, like here in Atlanta. Mayor Andre Dickens says those officers are meant to help with crowd control and line management. They are not supposed to conduct any immigration enforcement. We have seen a handful of them already here this morning. And travelers we spoke to.
What if you got the boo-boo? What if you flying solo and you ain't like got nobody? What if you got the boo-boo though? Or hell, pee. Huh? Now I know that you're supposed to ask the person in front of you and or behind you, can you hold my spot for me? Man, I gotta run to the bathroom real quick. You know what I'm saying? But what if they don't want to hold your spot?
To say they feel for the TSA agents, but they also feel like this is even worse than they were expecting.
Seemed like I didn't sleep last night to get here to the airport. That's unfortunate, but hey, I gotta do what I gotta do. If I had the means, I'd pay everyone right now. But
he'll pay everybody right now. So shout out to Elon Musk. Elon Musk say that he is willing to pay all of the TSA. Now I don't know how real it is, but damn it, he said it. He said it out loud.
Yeah. But I would. It's crazy. I don't blame them.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because they're hardworking individuals.
And shout them babies out for having they real. Is y'all paying attention to these sisters?
A long journey from start to where we are now. It's been crazy.
For about an hour and a half.
Yeah, pretty much. It's kind of uncomfortable, you know, the situation, but, you know, what can we do in this day and age? I expect anything.
In this day and age, you can rent a car, baby. You can literally rent a car.
Yeah, it is a very crazy situation over here today, and just a warning for folks who might be traveling. I know a lot of folks, let me scoot out of the way here. A lot of folks depend on looking at the TSA wait time information on the website. That's not up right now. All it says is get here at least 4 hours before your flight, and truthfully, you might even want to add another hour or two onto that just to...
They don't even have the information for how long that you need to be waiting. That system's down. Wow. She say normally it's 4 hours, but now you might well just add another 5. I say get that day before.
Safe. That is the latest here at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. I'm Lindsay Tuman for Good Day Atlanta.
Yeah, very busy Hartsfield-Jackson for sure.
So I want y'all to understand what's really, really going on. So y'all is paying to be uncomfortable and to wait in line. Oh, right. You say get on the train. I would not advise nobody to get on the goddamn Greyhound. No, dog. No. I done been on a Greyhound once in my life. Well, not like once in my life, like twice, like two. Cause I went and then I came back. So like twice, but we had like multiple stops and stuff like that right there because they stop everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It took 43 hours to get from Orlando to Oklahoma. 43 hours. I don't know why. hit the 43 out. And I'm like, I could have drove this shit myself. I just don't understand. I was confused. Although they stop every doggone well, but dog. Listen, if y'all can avoid, I would rather y'all go and wait at the airport. I would not advise the Greyhound, man. I promise you. If you really want to get back at somebody, take them to the Greyhound. If you mad at somebody, take them to the Greyhound. Take them right on around there to the Greyhound. And buy their ticket and everything. Buy their ticket and everything. I'm trying to tell you, dog. Just do that right there. Move right along. I ain't gonna get much on you. Ladies, I be saying stuff. I was scrolling this weekend also, and I came across, I would say, a beautiful sister. I came across a beautiful sister. A matter of fact, I came across, what is it, Pageant Girls? Hold on. Let me make sure I grab this right. So I came across a video of Miss Teen USA 2007 pageant. Caitlin Upton. She was representing South Carolina. They asked her a question. I've never understood why in pageants they ask women questions when it is a beauty pageant. I don't care what you'll do about the goats and the damn it, the sheeps and the hamsters and shit. What you would do for the ozone. Don't nobody care nothing about that. We is judging you, or the judges is judging you on how pretty you look. But when they ask pretty women questions, sometimes, not all the times, you may get this right here, man. Look. Listen.
Okay. Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries, so we will be able to build up our future for it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, pretty lady. Say po, baby. I'm about to get that baby a hug. Now, I don't know if she was the winner. I really don't know if she was the winner due to the attention to respond to a question about some Americans struggling to locate the United States on the world map. And that's strange. This was back in 2007. Where Americans were struggling to point out the United States on the damn map. What the hell was we teaching people back in 2007? Nothing. Her answer, which became confusing and difficult to follow, quickly went viral online and turned into a pop culture moment that was widely parodied and discussed. Later, Upton explained that nerves played a major role in her response, and she eventually embraced the experience while continuing to appear in television and media. Y'all do understand why she was appearing in television and media? Because she's a pretty girl, a pretty woman. She was no. Oh, she's a teenager. This was Miss Teen.
South Carolina.
Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
And I did say Miss Teen USA. Hold on. That's a teenager. She look like she could be in her 20s. She could pass for a teen too, but she look like she, well, This is what happens when y'all mamas put makeup on your children. Keep doing what you're doing. Move right along. I ain't gonna get much of you. keep on. Listen, I swear for God, I said a teen pageant. And I was shocked that she was a teenager. It looked grown to me. She looked like an adult. I forgot I said teen. Doggone shame. But listen. Just because you cute, just because you pretty, don't mean you should be out here talking. I'm just saying something. Move right along. I ain't gonna eat much on you. Oh, we got an update, y'all. We got an update from last week, and I think last week and like the week before, because we have been following this story out of Miami, Florida. My state, stand your ground state. Bust a bitch, go home state. Please don't run up Winfield for our life state. About them boys that they had done said that them felt down, great, sexually assaulted a 12-year-old. While they was also 12, 13, and I think 15 years old. One of the boys is allowed to go home, while the others is locked up, waiting on trial. I'm gonna put this on up here for you. Let's see what they talk about.
So an update today after 3 boys are accused of raping a 12-year-old little girl in Miami.
A judge made a decision about whether some of those suspects will stay behind bars. Local 10's Hour Onward is live in Miami with that ruling.
And Eric, Christie, and Arthur hearing wrapped up today for the two of the boys accused in the rape of a 12-year-old girl in Overtown that happened last summer. Now, in an Arthur hearing, a judge determines if pretrial release can be granted, even though a suspect or suspects face charges that typically are offenses that are so severe that bond isn't granted. Let's take you to video now from today's hearing, and I'll tell you some more details about what happened. There were 2 very different outcomes today. 13-year-old Nelson Nunez, the suspect accused of raping the young girl, will remain behind bars in an adult correctional facility as he awaits trial. Over the past several days, his attorney had Nunez's family members tell the judge how they would ensure his supervision if he were to be released. The judge was not convinced. However, 12-year-old Josiah Jones, the suspect accused of putting rocks in the young girl's mouth to silence her as she was allegedly being raped by Nelson Nunez, will be allowed to go home as he awaits trial. He'll be on lockdown at home. He'll have to attend virtual school and can't have access to the internet outside of school, and may not contact the victim or any other defendants. So both suspects are being tried as adults. We spoke to attorneys for both suspects after the ruling.
You know what's crazy? Watch it. His mother, the one who finna go to the crib, the one who put the dirt and the rocks, as they said, the dirt and the rocks, and for some reason she didn't go to the hospital because of it. Whatever. His mama and his daddy has been the only parents who have been there for support. I haven't seen any other parents of any of the other boys.
Now, that doesn't mean he's going to stay in custody forever. It just means for now, as we are defending the case and resolving the case, he will remain in custody.
My client received a substantial different outcome because he was in substantially a different position. The position he was in was that he was forced to do the things that he did by the other 2 children as a threat of force. And those were the words of the young victim herself.
Oh, whoa. So I didn't know that. So the 12-year-old told the police, the investigators, the lawyers, that the 12-year-old who put the rocks in her mouth was pressured and forced into doing it. The victim said that. Hold on, listen.
That he was forced to come because he was in substantially a different position. The position he was in was that he was forced to do the things that he did by the other 2 children as a threat of force. And those were the words of the young victim herself.
He may get off. He may get off. He will get some probation, but he will get off.
Third suspect, Xavier Tyson, is accused of holding down that victim as this horrible crime occurred. We're told that he is expected to be taken into custody in the coming days and also tried as an adult. Reporting live in Miami.
Yeah. This is a good lawyer right here. That's a good lawyer. But buddy, he gonna get some type of probation. He is gonna get some type of hell. They may hit him with a 10-year probation, and you really don't want probation for that goddamn long. But compared to going to prison like for 20 years, take it. She came out and said that he was being forced. Because he also said, no, man, this wrong, dog. We got to stop doing it right here. Yeah. You say, Willie, did you notice the attorney patting the young man on his elbow? Nah, wait, when? Hold on. Wait. Oh, here? Wait.
If he were to be released, the judge was not convinced. However, 12-year-old Josiah Jones, the suspect accused...
All right. Yeah. All right. Like, hey, man, you finna go home, man. Hey, boy, you finna go to the crib.
However, 12-year-old Josiah Jones, the suspect accused of putting rocks in the young girl's mouth.
I like it. She feeling on him. But
If he were to be released, the judge was not convinced. However, 12-year-old Josiah Jones, the suspect accused of putting rocks in the young girl's mouth to silence her as she...
Is it me, but in cases like this, especially like when darker hue people like be going through a little something, I don't see a lot of black representation. I do not see a lot of black representation, and I know that we got black lawyers out here. Come on, dog. I know we got black lawyers out here. So what's going on? What is really going on? Somebody tell me something. I don't know. Or maybe we need some more lawyers. Maybe we need some more lawyers out here. Maybe we need to push our children to go into the law. Yeah, instead of going into the script clubs and stuff like that right now. You say not enough mentors, no support. Facts. We need more programs. Need some more mentors. For real though. I saw something else on my Instagram that I'm gonna share with you good people. Cause we were just talking about how black folks ain't got no money, and it's about our decision making. It's about our decision making and the choices. Like I say around here, decision. I always say it. And it's not just the women. It's truly not just the women. Us as a whole, I think that we really do be failing out here when it comes down to decision making. What is this right here? Somebody trying to give me something. Somebody trying to do something for me. Shout out to Jay for the $6 cash app. I appreciate that right there. For real. Got it. I saw something else. It's all about decision making. We have a player. I'm gonna put it up here for y'all. We have a player who said this right here. Let me make sure that I'm able to show y'all this right here. A man with 12 wives and 102 children says that he is done having kids due to the cost of living. Dang. So I read one of the comments and I don't want it to be like I came up with it. But somebody in the comments said what I was just finna say was, so he just drew the line at 102. This person right here said this right here. Bruh drew the line at 102. I don't. So in 2026, you telling me that it finally hit him that the cost of living is too much. They say a Ugandan farmer, Musa Hasoya, has gone viral after revealing that he has 102 children, 568 grandchildren, and 12 wives. Now, I don't know how real the story is, but I am going to take the word of the black media page, because I do not believe that the black media page will be putting out false doctrine out here. You know what I'm saying? But at 67 years old, he's finally decided to stop expanding the family and has asked his wives to begin using birth control because the household can no longer afford enough food. He say his story has drawn global attention as people react to the staggering size of his family and challenges that come with supporting it. Oh, and their source is Reuters. Oh, so y'all know that Reuters is a replicable news site or source. You know, that what they be out here saying. So now you're gonna put them on birth control. Now you put the babies on birth control. So I don't. 102 divided by 12. What do we got? 102 divided by 12. So that's 8.5 kids apiece. 8 kids. Oh yeah, because like the 120. Oh, all right. So they ain't. I don't want to say that they ain't bad, but it that bad. Got 102 children. So that's just for every broad. Well, here he do got 12 wide, but for every broad is 8 kids. I thought that y'all ladies was out here saying, you got to be able to afford. Hell, it's hard enough for you black men to afford one woman. And then y'all be trying to put stipulations on polygamous men. What he have to do for her, what he do for me, and he have to be able to take care of my lifestyle and her lifestyle and stuff like that right there. As long as he can afford to take care of both of us. That's how y'all be saying it sometimes. And I've often said out here, well, for those of you who speak that way of he have to be able to afford both of y'all, I would always want to ask those women, so the dudes who you have messed with or dealt with, pretty much your baby daddies and stuff, well, how much did they make a year? And typically, y'all's baby daddies make between 0 and like 35,000. Got it. All right. Let's just say 35,000. This is what y'all used to dealing with. These are the type of men that y'all is used to let pee in y'all, 35 and under. Got it. But we're gonna stick to the 35. So, if 2 of y'all chicks have only dealt with like $35,000 dudes, $35,000 superheroes out here in the doggone street, well, all the player got to make is $70,000 then, huh? So a player who makes $70,000 can have him 2 chicks then, right? Huh? I don't think that women be really thinking when they be saying stuff to try to shame men into possibly wanting to do certain things, and or make it to where a man to be like, oh yeah, if I got to do for her, then I ain't going. You know what I'm saying? But players, we got to think more than women, because we just got to. I'm just saying though. But for him to be laid around with 12 on, I would love to talk to him. How the hell you got them all 12 on to say, okay, let's do it. He say, I was done having kids before I had kids due to the cost of living in San Diego. Say, ain't no way. Ain't no way, dog. Ain't no way, pimp. You say, Black Power, laugh out loud. You say, we up. Say, we up about 102 more. You say, man's raising a village. Now, think about it. Just think about it, though. He's the HNIC, though. I bet they all respect him. He was able to get 12 women and 102 kids and 568 grandbabies to respect him. I would love to give our brother a pat on his back. Keep doing what you're doing, pimp, but I'm glad that you had and came around to like the understanding that the cost of living going up, dog. The cost of living is really going up. You're going to have to get... It's hard to feed. I just bought some seeds from Temu, and my watermelon seeds came in today. So maybe you want to order through Temu. Maybe you want to source it from somewhere else. Go ahead on and get some more food around there. But don't have no more. Make sure that they're taking their birth control. Move right along. I ain't going to eat much whole. You got to be more careful. They all got with a handsome player out here. And nothing, watch this. And he ain't no ball player. He ain't no rapper. Right? Imagine asking your kids what's his name. Listen, if I got 102 children, everybody is named by a number. Everybody's a number. 54, come here. 76. Get your 76, 45, and 23. Bring your ass over here. And sit down. Yes, Temu sells seeds. Man, listen, I bought damn it, I had it in my thing, and I had them bought the little thing. I got like $43 that I spent, but they coming from different vendors and stuff like that right there. My watermelon seeds had just came today. They just came today. They sell seeds, y'all. I promise you. I am thinking about the zombie apocalypse. I'm looking for masses and shit, like the what's the masses? The smoke masses and stuff, the nuclear masses, the C-19 masses. I'm looking for all that fly stuff right there. And I'm gonna get 10 of them. I'm gonna get 10 because I'm gonna need something to barter with. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to live, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be under my jurisdiction, bitch. Listen, I bet you ain't got. Do he got gas masks for you? No, but I love my husband. I love my husband. Bitch, die or get you a mask and come on around here. Go ahead on the die, get you a mask, come on around here now. I ain't forcing you to do nothing. You got free will. I'm just trying to tell you something. You know what I'm saying? You got to have something to bargain with out here in these streets. 7:56. Y'all go ahead on to give yourselves a pat on the back because y'all done made it over 100. That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate that right there. We had 128. We had 128. We need to go ahead on and get over, what is the thing called? Over 150. I need to support. You say it's the filters you can make that paper on the. Oh, listen, I'm trying to find the right ones, but you know, once you search for something, the advertisements, they coming from everywhere right now. They is coming from everywhere. I need to get them right filters. Right? 101. Bring your ass in. Sit down some doggone well. Make me a drink. For real though. Y'all, we have a situation. We got a story. No, hell. I can't. Well, no. All right. I'm going to do this right here first. I'm going to do this one, and then we're going to bounce back to that right there. I will not finish this doggone show today without showing y'all what needs to be showed to y'all. And we're going to talk about you elders, and we're going to talk about you young folks who is about to be elders. We're going to do that right there. But before that, before we get into that right there, we have a death row inmate. We have a death row inmate who is pulling the situation, who is pulling like a Cola Bell out here in these streets. We got a Cola Bell out here. Similar. We have a death row inmate who cousin claimed he committed the 2008 murders. Listen to it.
Execution, a stunning new development could change the fate of a Texas death row inmate. James Broadnax was condemned for a double murder in Garland in 2008. But now his cousin and co-defendant, who was sentenced to life in prison without parole, says he was the shooter and not Broadnax.
Shout out to Sensei for the $2 super chat. You say he just wanted to top the 101 Dalmatians. Got to be more careful. He did it.
Fox 4's Sean Rabb has been following this case that got national attention then and now. He joins us from the newsroom. Sean.
Yeah, James Broadnax has a team of attorneys working for him from Dallas to D.C. to New York. And now in new filings, those attorneys argue this confession by his co-defendant cousin is new evidence that undermines the state's case for James Broadnax's conviction and death sentence, a case that took the breath of the nation and the idea that two men were killed for $2. In addition to that, my interview, where both of them voluntarily told their story and their roles in this case, roles that with this confession now change. This was the crime scene outside a Garland Christian music recording studio in 2008. Stephen Swan and Matthew Butler were shot and killed during a robbery. The double murder shocked North Texas. James Broadnax, 19 at the time, and his cousin Demarius Cummings were arrested and charged with capital murder. I interviewed both in jail. Cummings showed remorse for the violent crime, adding he did not kill anyone. Broadnax, in an expletive-filled conversation, told the story and said he kind of regretted what he did. Here now is my report, interviewing both men, June 2008.
You know what I'm saying? We just ride.
Jail, James Broadnax and Demarius Dwight Cummings talk about what happened last week when they killed Matthew Butler and Stephen Swan outside a Garland recording studio.
The chopper was too big to rob somebody with, so we had one that got the pistol.
The chopper was too big to rob somebody with, so we went and got that little pistol. The chopper was too big. Man, got to be more quick. And back in like 2008, this was before skinny jeans was really popular.
Trading an AK-47 for a handgun before taking the dart from South Dallas to Garland.
I decided to go hit a lick, you know what I'm saying? And one of the best spots is Garland, because that's where all the rich white folks stay at, you know what I'm saying? So got caught him up slipping, shit, and popped his
Call him up slipping, shit, and popped his ass. Isn't Garland... Oh, so this in Dallas. Oh, all right.
Without as much as a blink, James Broadnax talks about how he took 2 lives.
Blank, you know what I'm saying? I shot him, like stumbled back, shot the driver. He hit the ground, you know what I'm saying? But he like leaned up like he was finna try to get back up. So I shot him in the head. Then his homeboy, I shot his again, you know what I'm saying? But he was still trying to run off. But I knew he was gonna die anyway. But just to make sure, pop, pop, shot his like, you know what I'm saying, twice in the head or whatever. Me and my kinfolks ran their pockets. You know what I'm saying? He jumped in the driver's seat, I jumped on passenger side, and we dipped out.
How much money did you guys get?
Nothing. He had $2 in his wallet, you know what I'm saying?
Describing his life as, quote, hell, Broadnax says he has
I know y'all mama mad.
Nothing to live for.
I don't want life.
You don't want life?
Pick one. If they don't, I will.
How do you feel today, Mr. Cummings?
I feel real bad. You know, I feel that was wrong what we did, you know. I know how their family felt to feel about it, you know what I'm saying?
So how do you feel now?
You know what I'm saying? I kind of regret what I did, but shit, can't change.
Can't change, dog.
Ain't no use crying, though.
What do you want them to know about you?
I want them to know I didn't kill nobody. I didn't kill her husband or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
But you do admit you contributed to it?
Yeah, I contributed to it, but I didn't kill him, though.
You sorry it happened, sir?
Yeah, so.
Y'all know it don't matter whether you contributed or not. You're there. Y'all both getting the same damn charge. Y'all both getting murder charges.
What do you want to say to the families of the 2 men you killed?
Say F it?
Straight up.
He say F it or F them? F it.
Straight up.
Broadnax was convicted and sentenced to death. His execution date, next month. Cummings received life with no parole. But now, in a new confession declaration, Demarius Cummings says it was him and not Broadnax who shot and killed the 2 men, and that because he had a criminal record and Broadnax did not, he pressed Broadnax to take the fall.
See, now this is why I should have watched the whole doggone thing. Oh, so he didn't kill. Wow. Busy Bone got... Y'all call him Busy Bone. Listen. So... The darker hue player saying that he really is the killer. The lighter hue player is not the killer.
Role. But now, in a new confession declaration, Demarius Cummings says it was him and not Broadnax who shot and killed the 2 men, and that because he had a criminal record and Broadnax did not, he pressed Broadnax to take the fall. In his declaration, Cummings says both he and Broadnax were high on PCP and marijuana at the time of the crime. Later, we both gave statements to the media. In James's statements, he said that he had participated in the robberies and shot the 2 victims, while in my statements, I said that while I had participated in the robberies, James had shot the 2 victims. Cummings says those statements to the media were not accurate. In fact, I was the one who shot the 2 victims, not James. This is confirmed by the fact that my DNA and not James's DNA was found on the pistol.
Whoa. So y'all do understand how they messed this case up then. Say, in fact, I was the one who had to shot the victims. Both victims, not James. And this was confirmed by the facts. His DNA was on it. So y'all do understand that the darker hue had got life. The lighter hue got the death penalty. Y'all know they gave him the death penalty with no DNA? They didn't have no DNA on the pistol from the lighter hue, but they gave him the death penalty. The darker hue had the death penalty, had the DNA. They screwed up the whole case then. The whole case should be redid.
Attorneys for James Broadnax have filed another application for what is called a post-conviction writ of habeas corpus.
Do y'all know that this is him? This busy bone with... Let me start using busy bone now. I shouldn't even be joking. My bad. But damn it, he looked like busy. It is what it is. So, this is him without the hair.
In the robberies, James had shot the two victims. Cummings says those statements to the media were not accurate. In fact, I was the one who shot the two victims, not James. This is confirmed by the fact that my DNA and not James's DNA was found on the pistol. Wow. Attorneys for James Broadnax have filed another application for what is called a post-conviction writ of habeas corpus, seeking relief from his conviction and death sentence.
Under Texas law, there are very strict rules about filing multiple habeas applications. You have to meet exceptions to file a second or third, or in this case, fourth application.
Brett Ordway is one of only 133 board-certified criminal appellate law attorneys in Texas. He is not involved in this case, but knows it well.
And one of those exceptions is based on previously unavailable evidence. And that is primarily what they are citing here. And they are pointing to, most prominently, a declaration from a co-defendant saying that he is the one who actually pulled the trigger in this case. And then they also point to some recently unearthed juror charts from the Dallas County District Attorney's Office that they say supports that some jurors were struck for racial reasons.
In the Broadnax trial, 7 black potential jurors were struck, the judge putting 1 black person on the panel. The final makeup, 11 white jurors and 1 black juror. Now the case goes up to the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals. That 9-judge panel will decide whether the claims by the Broadnax defense satisfy the exception requirements and whether the claims have merit.
So he's really got to overcome both of those hurdles. If he does, the remedy will depend on which claim he wins on, but it could be a new trial altogether, or it could merely be a new punishment hearing where the question for the jury would be, will he be sentenced to death once again or life without parole?
James Broadnax has an execution date of April 30th. The Texas Court of Criminal Appeals expected to make a ruling before then. Now, Broadnax's cousin, co-defendant Demarius Cummings, in his statement also wrote, "The fact that James received a death sentence for these crimes while I was the one who shot the victims has been weighing on my conscience, particularly as I have become more spiritual during my years."
Gave his life to the Lord. Gave his life to the Lord. To where he came out and said, damn, boy, that wasn't my kinfolk, dog. Damn, that ain't my kinfolk. And they have been down almost 20 years. They've been down for almost 20. They saying that they don't even much know if this right here work. In my mind, the whole case, though, man, the whole case wrong. They should at least both have life. One shouldn't have the death penalty and the other one don't. Especially if Buddy is saying, no, dog, I did it and y'all had the evidence. How could they have given him life and his DNA is not even on the gun? I understand him getting, no. How could they have given him the death penalty and his DNA wasn't even on the gun? I understand them giving him life just due to the fact that they was both there committing the crime. I get that part right there. But the shooter should get the death penalty. By law, I'm guessing. But who was his lawyer? Who the hell was his lawyer? And you mean to tell me that his lawyer did not say, well, hold on, shout. My client has no DNA on the weapon. Okay. My client was there, but my client has no DNA on the weapon. He was there. Ain't no DNA on the weapon. Who DNA on the weapon? The shooter. Man, I cannot. Now listen, now Buddy is supposed to go ahead on and die. Buddy's supposed to be put to death at the end of Easter month. At the end of Easter, he's supposed to be getting put to death. I got to hear some of the fly stuff that he was just saying, though.
The chopper was too big to rob somebody with, so we had one that got the pistol.
The two trading an AK-47 for a handgun before taking...
Because your lawyer is a paralegal. There it is.
The dart from South Dallas to Garland.
I decided to go hit a lick, you know what I'm saying? And one of the best spots is Garland, because that's where all the rich white folks stay at.
But you're right. You say busy. BB said that he was the shooter. That's why they didn't need the DNA. But the sad part is, listen, even if he say that he is the shooter, I wonder, did his paralegal, he know in hell he had no damn lawyer, did his paralegal make the argument? I understand that my client is saying that he's the shooter. The problem is there is no evidence on the pistol that was used. There's no DNA on it. So I get that he's saying it, which I advise him, shut your goddamn mouth and let me paralegal. You know what I'm saying? Little silly ass boy, hush. No. I wonder, did he make that fight?
You know what I'm saying? So got caught him up slipping.
For a handgun before taking the dart from South Dallas to Garland.
I decided to go hit a lick, you know what I'm saying? And one of the best spots is Garland, because that's where all the rich white folks stay at, you know what I'm saying? So got caught him up slipping. She ain't popped his is what it is.
Without as much as a blink.
He went round there for the rich white folks, and the rich white folk had $2. Y'all need your ass whooped for real.
James Broadnax talks about how he took 2 lives.
But I ain't, you know what I'm saying, I shot him, like stumbled back, shot the driver. He hit the ground, you know what I'm saying, but he like leaned up like he was finna try to get back up. So I shot him in the head. Then his homeboy, I shot his again, you know what I'm saying, but he was still trying to run off. But I knew he was gonna die anyway, but just to make sure, pop, shot his like, you know what I'm saying, twice in the head or whatever. Me and my kinfolks ran their pockets, you know what I'm saying, he jumped in the driver's seat, I jumped on passenger side, and we dipped out.
How much money did you guys get?
No, he had $2 in his wallet.
Bang. I would at least, listen, if we done knocked some people off and now we is about to get caught, at least while we running or something like that right there, and they own us and they about to catch us, man, let's say, hey, listen, boy, they had like 3-4 stacks on them. You know what I'm saying? Let's at least lie and say, shit, they had about 5 stacks on them. You know what I'm saying? But we had to throw the shit because y'all were chasing us. You know, damn it. I would not be able to come out here and be in court and be on national television. We got $2 from there. Do y'all understand that y'all could have punched them in the face and got them $2? Shout out to Rashawn for the $1 cash out. You say a lot of rich people don't keep money on them. Facts. That's a fact. They would have been better off robbing black folk, because in them streets we keep money on us. We don't keep cars on us in the streets. I'm saying that street life. That street life, people ain't got no cards. People ain't got no credit and debit. It's got that paper. It's got that paper. You say, well, I don't understand people who's willing to rob and unalive someone over money. They say, won't you rob a bank and kill and get real money? In my mind, because it's harder. It is harder, and the possibility of you getting caught goes sky high. It's like 90-something% your ass is gonna get caught. Robbing in the streets, robbing and killing in the streets, that shit right there can go unsolved forever. You know what I'm saying? So you actually have a better opportunity of getting away if you do something in the streets. I hope that they give them clemency and retry this case. They really do need to retry this case, and we need to stay up on it. If y'all see them saying anything about this here before I'm able to see them saying anything about this here, please, please, please email the play out here so, man, we can go on and talk about that right there, because this is sad. This is really, really sad. The law did, the police, they did their part. They did their part. The courts didn't do their part, in my opinion. Move right along. Move right along. I saw something else on my Instagram. I be seeing a lot on my Instagram. I just want to let y'all know. I just be trying to remember everything that I be seeing, but since I can't remember everything, saw something in New York. In New York, there is a proposed state law known as the Dark Skies Protection Act. Let me put this shit over here. The Dark Skies, is that racist? Hold on. New York is proposing a massive statewide lights out rule after 11 p.m. They call it the Dark Skies Protection Act. This is not going to go over well in the with the natives of New Yorkers. And like I just asked, is that racist though? The Dark Skies Act, huh? So I Googled it. The proposed New York Dark Skies Act, A4615/S7663, as of March of 2026, aims to regulate outdoor lighting to reduce light pollution, conserve energy, and protect wildlife. The bill proposes that by January 1, 2028, most outdoor, non-exempt residential and commercial lighting must be shielded and directed downward. The hell? They is trying to protect. This is what the legislation doing, dog. Is this really what we doing? The cost of living sky ass high right now, man. They focus. I don't understand. So from 11 p.m. to like 5 p.m., they want you to reduce your light usage. And they said to protect the wildlife. So the lights is destroying wildlife is what I'm kind of getting from this right here. They are testing us to see what we will accept. That's a good one. I like that right there. Do not comply. They are setting the stage for control. I like that. Shout out to Dog You folk. Where did I hear this before? Where did I hear this? Oh, yes. They do that in prison. That's a good point. They do that in prison. Lights out. You got to cut the goddamn lights off. I ain't in the doggone street. Especially like, yeah, they focusing on the wrong shit, dog. He said, so if somebody works nights, they just get robbed. I'm saying, I'm not understanding. He said the beginning of Sharia law. I thought that we weren't trying to allow Sharia law in the great United States of America. And did y'all know, because I be reading a lot, I be on Twitter and stuff like that right there, a lot of New Yorkers have made posts and talking about that they wouldn't mind Sharia law. And I'm like, do y'all ladies know what Sharia law is? Because, hell, watch this. If, let's say New York decide to go with Sharia law, well, y'all all gonna be in jail or be dead because y'all have to shut y'all mouth. Listen, you got to shut your mouth, and there's some shit that y'all can't do as women. You got to actually respect your man. You got to actually respect your man. So I don't think that y'all really know what y'all want. I don't think y'all want that right there. You say that mayor was put there on purpose. I thought that y'all had done voted for that mayor, Munani Punani. Hold on. I am so wrong for that right there. Who is the New York mayor? Mondani. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. He is the first Muslim mayor and the youngest in over a century. He succeeded former Mayor Adams. I forgot Adams out of there, dog. Damn, I kind of miss Adams. Adam did like a few reports on Adams and stuff like that right there. But yeah. Yeah, they want y'all to shut the lights off. Damn it, I be trying to tell y'all what you gonna do when they cut the lights out. Now they trying to make it a law. Now they trying to make it a proposed act out here in these streets. Y'all better pay attention. Move right along. I ain't even much gonna hold you. I heard something else is supposed to be happening and or coming. I don't know how true it is. Damn it, I wish that I could find my thing because dude had done said it. But have y'all heard anything about what is the thing called? Black holes. No, damn it, it's coming. Have y'all heard anything about us losing gravity? I saw it on one of the Instagrams now. They saying in August or something. I gotta ask my is the United States supposed to lose gravity in August? Hold on. All right. Okay, so that was just some claiming that the Earth is supposed to lose. All right, bam. Oh, Jesus, I'm so glad that's fake. Because I've been sitting around here thinking like all weekend, I got to get some tie downs and shit to put on my car and shit. I got to get some, I got to tie down everything inside the house. You know what I'm saying? I got to go to the other houses and tie everything down. And I was like, I don't have a lot of tie downs. I should have asked my Lala when I saw that right there. But that is fake. That is fake. Oh, Jesus. This is why you got the, fact check, dog. They say no, the United States and the rest of Earth is not supposed to lose gravity in August. A viral social media rumor claiming that Earth will lose gravity for 7 seconds on August the 12th, 2026. You say it's a completely false hoax. Whew. We can live now. Listen, I was like, I was on Temu trying to find tie downs and shit, like some real long tie downs and stuff, and I said I'm gonna ask y'all about this right here. Yeah, 7 seconds. We supposed to be like without gravity, so that means without gravity, we supposed to float and stuff like that right there. I was gonna tell everybody I know, make sure that y'all home on August the 12th. Y'all know what's crazy? I'm gonna be home on August the 12th. I'm gonna be home on August the 12th. And I'm gonna, how do I want to do it? I want to like lay in my bed. I want to lay in my bed so if like we lose gravity, then it's gonna raise up to the ceiling, right? For 7 seconds. And once the gravity comes back, then we're gonna fall down. But I will be falling down on a mattress. So we got to remember August 12th, y'all. It's fake. It's fake news. Remember, listen, it's fake news now. But on August the 12th, I'm gonna be at the crib though. I don't know how I know I'm gonna be at the crib, but I'm gonna call in sick that day. I'm gonna call in sick that day, goddamn. I know it's fake, but what have y'all thought about like? But what would we do like if they Again, this all is a part in cutting them lights off. You say, turn your Bible to Ezekiel 39:17. Say, eating of man's flesh, God so commanded. Go ahead then. We cannibals out here. For real though. Moving right along, I ain't gonna much hold you. Now this is one. How many of y'all got elders and stuff like that right there? How many of y'all mamas, them, daddies, them is about to be in a situation to where they will need assistance because you can't afford to take care of your loved ones? And I wanted to tell all my seniors and the ones before the seniors and the ones before me, is like before me then before the seniors, and then the seniors. Y'all need to get y'all some money. Y'all need to find y'all way to get y'all some money, put some money up, invest in something to where them dollars could go out on the flip, because y'all gonna need some people to look after you. You know what I'm saying? But then what if you have the money and everything is there, and you was in a assisted living type of situation? You have people that dropping in, they nursing you, and all this stuff right there. Everything's sweet. Should the elderly be hunching though? Me personally, I think that the elderly should be hunching until they die. In my mind, because I don't understand like living and you can't hunch. I know. But Willie, hunching ain't everything, bitch. Hunching is like money, bitch. Is the only thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand the point of living. To be honest with you, I've always had that thought. Like, if like you can't hunch, if you can't get that type of ecstasy, what is the point, really? But anyway, enough of me. We finna go to a senior living facility. We finna go to a senior living facility community because we have a volunteer who decided to volunteer and have sex with a dementia patient or individual or client. Now they is accusing the volunteer of rape. We got video. Yeah. And it's a good thing that the daughter of the client put Ring cameras inside of her home. Pay attention.
Suing a senior care facility and one of their... An LA County woman is suing a senior care facility and one of their volunteers for $25 million.
Ooh,
she claims her mother was sexually assaulted by a volunteer piano player. Fox 11's Nick Garcia here now. The story you'll see only on Fox 11. Nick?
Right, Christine. Well, this happened. There's shocking video to go along with those disturbing details. This allegedly happened at an independent living community in La Mirada. Now, this story is about sexual abuse. It's a very sensitive topic, and it's very tough to hear and watch.
Him naked.
A betrayal of trust and delayed justice.
Don't look like something wrong with Buddy.
Camille Anderson moved her mom, who has dementia, into La Mirada Heights senior living community 4 years ago, believing it would be a safe space. That belief torn to shreds last summer when prosecutors say Jonathan Alvarado raped her mother.
She's calling it great. We just saw a little bit of the video to where they were standing in the doorway and he had his shirt off and he was in his boxer briefs. And she was in front of him and she walked inside of the room while he was with no shirt on in boxer briefs. Go ahead.
Alvarado was a volunteer piano player at La Mirada Heights. The whole nightmare caught on camera.
I just screamed.
Anderson set up Ring cameras throughout her mom's apartment because of her dementia-related symptoms.
Dementia-related symptoms. From what we just saw right there, while they was in the doorway, does it look like this was a forcible or a forced type of situation? Can we just be honest about it? Did it look forcible? Did it look like everybody was about to consent? Huh?
Here is some of that shocking footage. You see Alvarado in the victim's bedroom, taking his clothes off. An hour later, you see him here, emerging from the bedroom, naked. Alvarado throws a condom in the trash can, then gets dressed.
At least he protected both of them.
Anderson was at work when this happened, but started receiving several motion-triggered notifications from Ring.
Because he don't want no babies.
When I had a chance to go back to my office and check my phone, I see on the notification picture that there was a man in the room bending down, tying his shoes.
She called the facility and says 2 workers entered the room to check on her mother.
Are you naked, Mama?
Notice her confusion as they ask questions.
Are you okay? Everything okay? Yeah? Who's the guy who was here? Think about it, Mama, and slow, so you can tell me.
Do you know what happened? She's like, no. Okay, did you want to have sex, Mom? No. No.
Alvarado is facing felony charges, 1 count for rape, 1 for a lewd act on a dependent adult.
Now, y'all know around here at the Willie Williams Show, I believe that, believe all women and they just be lying, just in my mind. It's kind of like when kids get caught doing something that they wanted to do and or decided to do, you ask them something, they no, no, it wasn't me. No. So I want y'all to just think about it. What if she did, what if she did consent and now the nurses and or staff is coming in asking her about sexual activities at her age? What if she's shamed and don't want them to know that she was involved in something sexual? What would she do? Remember, she's still a woman. What would she do? Would she not lie about something? And hell, what about the people who be having dementia that be lying and playing on their dementia or dementia, however you want to say it? I don't know this to be true. I just be trying to think it through. Here we go.
Kind of following the advice of the detective.
Anderson says the LA County District Attorney's Office has been slow to prosecute this case. She and her lawyer question why the DA has not announced it publicly, because they believe there could be more victims.
You expect a certain level of security and protection, and that does not appear to have been the case for my client.
We went to La Mirada Heights looking for answers. The man.
Yes, and they do be hunching. Now, think about this. I have done shows about the facility. The senior facility was passing around. Was it herpes? I think it was gonorrhea. I think it was herpes or gonorrhea that the old folks is passing around in the nursing homes.
Manager on site could not speak with us on camera, but we did receive this statement saying in part, quote, "We are disturbed by these allegations and will fully cooperate with any criminal investigation. Because this matter involves an ongoing criminal case and out of respect for the privacy of our resident, it is not appropriate to comment further." End quote.
Justice looks like in this case that the facility will be held responsible and liable for their negligence in this case and their continued negligence from what we understand.
Anderson has filed a $25 million lawsuit against the company and the suspect, claiming negligence, sexual abuse, and elder abuse.
They helped him. They helped him do it, essentially. They opened the door for this to happen.
An open door to a person she feels should have never been trusted in the first place. Now this afternoon, she
say that they helped him. They left the doors open, or did your mama leave the doors open? But they left the doors open for him to go ahead on and do it. Say, take your mama home, baby.
Received a response from the LA County District Attorney's Office. It follows. The case was presented to us as an in-custody filing, and it was rejected for further investigation, filed for warrant on July 29th, 2025. Now, approximately 6 weeks after the DA says it was initially presented, the defendant was brought before a court in January of this year. They've had one preliminary hearing so far. The LA County Sheriff's Department conducted the investigation in this matter and didn't bring any additional victims to their attention, the DA's office. So that was one concern.
Shout out to Roshan for the $1 cash app. You say a dementia patient is definitely not remembering is no lie. Oh, no. Listen, I am in agreement. I am in agreement that they don't be remembering. But what if sometimes they do be remembering, but they play on their dementia? What if they like go to the fridge and they're not supposed to have like a honey bun or something, and they eat the honey bun and go back to their room, and then you come back and ask them, "Did you get the honey bun?" "No, I didn't get the honey bun." I didn't get the honey bun, but it's up under their pillow. And soon as the person leave, they take out the honey bun and they eat the honey bun. Huh? What if? Cause see, I be thinking that people be out here faking sometimes. It's the human experience.
Concern of the woman, the daughter, and the attorney is, could there be more victims?
Yeah.
The DA's office says not to their knowledge.
So the case is ongoing?
The case is ongoing. He had a hearing a few weeks ago. Next hearing is in a few weeks from today.
Guessing he's not in custody?
He's out on bond.
Okay, and now I'm reminding our viewers he was a volunteer piano player at the home?
That's correct. Now, I asked the facility if they conduct background checks on volunteers. They weren't able to give me that answer. I would imagine maybe not for a volunteer. For a worker, certainly, but for somebody who's volunteering,
and
maybe
independent living, as she had her own key to her own room, and the daughter had put up the Ring cameras.
That's correct. This is different than assisted living, according to the facility. This is independent living, so you're pretty much on your own.
Oh,
you're pretty much on your own and independent living. Shout out to LaShawn for the $2 cash out. You say it's some sick people and people in the world, sad people in the world. Facts. Do y'all know? I don't think he raped her.
Years ago, believing it would be a...
I do not think he raped her just for the simple fact of how they was standing. See, because it's about not remembering, right? Dementia patients, they have a problem with remembering, but they don't have a problem with what's going on right at that moment, right? Huh?
Safe space. That belief
sometimes they do,
torn
sometimes
to shreds last summer when prosecutors say...
You say dementia don't work like that, Willie. No. Listen. It's kind of like if you do something regular and somebody asks you and you lie about it. If somebody think that you crazy, or if somebody keep telling you that you losing your mind, or you crazy, and you was in facilities and you have people coming to see about you and all that right there. Hell, if you is just a liar, you gonna lie with dementia and or without dementia. Now, I'm not saying that that's what she did. I'm just saying, though. I am just saying, because I refuse to look at things for how things be presented to me. You all can do it. I refuse to live that life anymore. Nope. I'ma always look at the other side of shit. You say, Willie, she could have thought that it was her husband. You got a point. But let's just say that she was single.
Jonathan Alvarado raped her mother. Alvarado was a volunteer piano player.
See, like right here though. Even, and this is a dog hue woman now. I was gonna say it, but I ain't even gonna say it. But this is a dog hue woman, and she got a lighter hue man in her home with no shirt on. Right at this moment here, with dementia or not, if you not with it, he could have not continued to stand there and be in her home. You say, your granny hit a cigarette at 93 off dementia. You say she walking into the room. He in his drawers. This is what this is really why I'm just saying I don't think that he raped her. Because listen, watch this. You know what's crazy? When the people came in the room and asked her what's up, why you naked, why was the guy in here, they believed everything that she said. They believed everything that she said. So when she was asked something, she was, I'm guessing how people would see it, she was in her, let's say, right mind when she answered the questions. Why she couldn't have not been in her right mind when this right here was happening? You say she was in the home, she made new friends, yeah. And why is it that we wouldn't believe that a person with Alzheimer's and dementia and shit wouldn't want to have some sex though? I don't. And especially, you wouldn't want your daughter to be like, oh, My mama here hunching. Oh, yeah, hunching. You know what I'm saying?
Your piano player at La Mirada Heights. The whole nightmare caught on.
He did not. That, like, they joking and kikiing and shit. Man, listen. Imagine if somebody broke into her home while having dementia. What do y'all think that she would do? What do y'all think that her behavior would be? In my mind, even a person with dementia, if I done broke in, I got on a ski mask, she gonna be hollering and all that type of shit right there, right? Still, why she have dementia? Because at that moment, she know what's going on. So you can't tell me at this moment with a white man in her doggone room in her ear in his drawers, she don't know what's going on?
Raped her mother. Alvarado was a volunteer piano player at La Mirada Heights. The whole nightmare caught on.
He laughing and shit, and in my mind, he a little off with it too.
Camera.
Just saying.
I just screamed.
Anderson set up Ring cameras throughout her mom's apartment because of her dementia-related symptoms. Here is some of that shock.
So basically what they also saying is a dementia person cannot have sex with somebody. Let me ask my yalla lala then. Can someone with dementia, damn it, I forgot the word. Damn it. Let me stop it. I couldn't think. Can a person with dementia consent to having sex? A person with dementia may be able to consent to sex, particularly in early stages, but capacity must be evaluated on a case-by-case basis. Now, I want y'all to think about this right here, too. Y'all do know that she was in assisted living. Y'all understand that, right? That means that she don't have 24-hour care. That means that she knows how to do a whole bunch of things herself. She will be looked after. There is times of the day to where she don't have assistance. You say they can't consent. They can't consent. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. I just read it. Well, maybe you all was answering when I answered when I asked the question, but they can, depends on the level and on the case-by-case thing. But remember, y'all, she has dementia. She is in a position to where she's in assisted living. She can do things herself. She's not 24-hour, somebody have to be around her. No. Because if that's the case, then he would have not had the time and the space to do what he had and did, right? So she's not 24-hour care. They just have assistance for everybody there. Shout out to D-Boy for being a member for 25 months. He said, I know someone who worked at the elderly place, and the stories that I've heard that go on amongst the elderly is wild. Shaking my head. He said, they are freaky. I'm trying to tell y'all, I did that story a while back, the way they pass around syphilis now. They hunching.
Footage. You see Alvarado in the victim's bedroom, taking his clothes off. An hour later, you see him here, emerging from the bedroom, naked.
So for this whole time, she don't have dementia. For this whole time, she's in her right mind. Now, I don't know if dementia kick in once she go to sleep and wake up, or when. He was there for over an hour. Now, we don't know if he was smashing for an hour. Maybe it's a whole bunch of foreplay or something. Or hell, maybe she mudded him out. I'm just saying. You say, really, every shift they have a nurse, they have a CNA, they have a position on board. They have a psychiatrist on board. This happened at the nursery homes. Yes. But in this specific one, this is not around the clock care. I'm not mistaken. You say, what happened before she put the cameras up? Why did she put the cameras up in the first place? Oh, good question.
Alvarado throws a condom in the trash can, then gets dressed. Anderson was at work when this happened, but started receiving several motion-triggered notifications from Ring.
When I had a chance to go back to my office,
I don't even understand why she started to receive the notifications. Why didn't she receive the notification before they even smashed?
and check my phone, I see on the notification.
Yeah. Say an hour at her age. Listen, y'all be surprised what's going on. Have y'all ever watched Corn? Elderly Corn? It's something to see, I promise you.
Picture that there was a man in the room bending down, tying his shoes.
She called the facility and says 2 workers entered the room to check on her mother.
Are you naked, Mama?
Notice her confusion as they ask questions.
Are you okay?
Now, it's a difference if somebody was supposed to be in there while he was in there. It's a difference if they had not checked on her in the times that they were supposed to check on her. Now, that's all neglect right there.
Everything okay?
Say, no, they was in there spooning out the fender.
Yeah? Who's the guy who was here? Think about it, Mama, and slow, so you can tell me.
Do you know what happened? She's like, no. Okay, did you want to have sex, Mom? No.
So she remember what sex is. She remember what sex is.
Okay, did you want to have sex?
Here, think about it, Mama, and slow, so you can tell me.
Do you know what happened? She's like, no.
No, I don't know what happened. But did she know what happened when it was happening?
Okay, did you want to have sex, Mom? No.
Say the sheets are clean. Say this wasn't a grape.
Oh.
Alvarado.
And it's crazy because is we just calling it a grape because she can't remember? Well, if that's the case, because I've had people to come up to me and, hey, Willie, hey, and I'll be like, hey, what you mean, hey, that? You don't remember how we did some things? I'm like, hell no, what the hell you talking about? So was I raped? Because I don't remember? You say this is not funny, but he was gentle. Yeah. Is we saying that is great because a person or she can't remember? If that's the case, I stayed forgetting her. I can't remember all these bitches. I promise you, I was a little slut out here in these streets. I don't remember. So did they grade me? Maybe I need to talk to somebody. Maybe I need to see somebody. Just saying.
Was facing felony charges.
Now let's come here to where Buddy was saying what he was saying.
And didn't bring any additional victims to their attention, the DA's office. So that was one concern of the woman, the daughter, and the attorney is, could there be more victims? Yeah. The DA's office says not to their knowledge.
So the case is ongoing?
The case is ongoing. He had a hearing a few weeks ago. Next hearing is in a few weeks from today.
Guessing he's not in custody?
He's out on bond.
Okay, and now I'm reminding our viewers he was a volunteer piano player at the home?
That's correct. Now I asked the facility if they conduct background checks on volunteers. They weren't able to give me that answer. I would imagine maybe not for a volunteer. For a worker, certainly, but for somebody who's volunteering, maybe
independent living, as she had her own key to her own room, and the daughter had put.
She had her own key to her own room. Hold on.
Certainly, but for somebody who's volunteering, maybe
independent living, as she had her own key to her own room, and the daughter had put up the Ring cameras.
That's correct. This is different than assisted living, according to the facility. This is independent living, so you're pretty much on your own.
Oh,
you pretty much on your own, but if you need assistance throughout the day, you can have assistance. That's where the difference is at. So she had her own key. So y'all understand that she can come and go as she please. She can come and go as she please. She can have company if she want to have company. So just because she don't remember when asked, it don't mean that she didn't understand what she was doing at the time that they was doing what they was doing. Hell yeah, I am a victim. And I just thought about that right there. But anyway, man, I sister, I don't know. I don't know, and I can almost say I don't think that she's gonna get like the 25. I do not believe that she's gonna get the 25. She may get something. I just don't believe the 25. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to prove. Well, I guess unless they say that a person cannot have sex at their facility while having dementia, unless they say that, I don't know. But she's an adult and she had the right to move how she wanted to move. Remember, she have keys, so she can come and go. She can walk, she can catch the bus, she can do all that fly shit. I'm just saying, move right along. I ain't gonna be much hold you. Got to be more careful, dog. Hey, man. He protected them both. I don't, you know. He wasn't Oh, well, since, man, I got to go ahead on and play this right here then. We can carry on with what just happened because this one right here say consensual sex between residents. I knew I had something else. Between residents, employees in long-term care facilities. So the employees is having sex with the residents.
So we've seen some terrible examples.
Sex between nursing home residents and the unlicensed staff who work there. If it's consensual, it's legal in Utah, even when there's a clear power imbalance.
I just don't like that idea of a power dynamic being used to exploit our vulnerable.
Some advocates say these relationships expose a gap in Utah law, one that leaves vulnerable adults unprotected and allows employees to move between facilities with little oversight.
And why is all women? Because y'all do know that they talk about women in these facilities. Why is all women vulnerable? So they telling us that women don't have power and or authority over their decision making then. That they're easily manipulated. That's what people be out here telling us when they be like, what's the damn word that she just used? That ain't
in Utah law, one that leaves vulnerable adults unprotected and allows employees to move between facilities with little oversight.
There's really no penalty or punishment for them on that. And so they can just hop from facility to facility across the state.
I'm Fox 13 investigative reporter Taylor Stevens. As our Care in Crisis series continues, I'll explain what we know about this problem and the complex debate over what accountability should look like.
An elderly gentleman, he thought he was in love with one of the nursing assistants.
Kaylin Wooten leads the Medicaid Fraud and Patient Abuse Division in the Utah Attorney General's office. Last year, she told lawmakers about a case involving an elderly man in a nursing home and a nursing assistant more than 50 years younger.
And that nursing assistant made him feel or told him that he would be able to move out of the facility, move in with her, and they were in love.
But Wooten says the relationship wasn't what it seemed.
In reality, she wasn't interested in men. She had a partner. She just slept with him because she wanted his money.
Oh, well, that's regular shit, ain't it? Wait, hold on. That's regular. Men get done like that outside of these long-term care facilities.
Mortified, the resident refused to move forward with prosecution for financial exploitation. And because he'd consented to the sexual relationship, Utah law offered no other avenue to hold the employee accountable.
Imagine when that relationship, if there was a real relationship, goes south, those same people have to bathe them and dress them.
Utah law clearly prohibits non-consensual sexual contact with patients in facilities. And it criminalizes sexual relationships between adults and minors, and jailers and inmates, even when both sides say it's consensual. But in long-term care facilities, consensual sex between unlicensed workers and residents is not a crime. And there are
So I guess that is a crime if it's a licensed worker and the long care facility residents.
No professional consequences.
I think this is happening frequently enough. We probably need to look at what sort of standard we can set up and what sort of protections we can put in place.
Senator Jennifer Plum sponsored a bill last year to...
Do y'all understand the woman was having sex with the elderly man and he thought that they was in a long-term relationship and she was getting that paper? Do y'all know that he was probably 70, 80 years old? She was getting that meat. Huh? Do y'all understand her decision making? That baby would do anything about that paper.
Criminalize these
while being in a relationship with somebody. They say that she didn't even like men. She liked that man enough to go ahead on and sit on it, or turn around on it, or lay down, and you know what I'm saying?
Relationships. She says it isn't clear how often this actually happens since there's no reporting requirement, but
when you bring a conversation up like this with policy, it is interesting how many people say, oh, let me tell you what I saw happen, or let me tell you what happened in my family, or let me tell you what happened with me.
Plum, an emergency room physician, notes that entering a consensual relationship with a patient could cost her license.
If someone is not licensed, though, there really isn't a lever to have the ability, one, to potentially pursue any sort of consequences or justice from it, or to have any traceability from it.
Many employees...
I wonder, do we have that in Florida to where if you unlicensed, you can have a relationship with the resident?
Employees in nursing homes and assisted living facilities aren't licensed, including food service employees and housekeepers. CNAs, who play a big role in providing care, are registered, not licensed. Without a license, no board can discipline them.
So the CNAs can smash the residents then. The CNAs and the food workers and the hold on.
License, no board can role in providing care.
The food service and the housekeepers and the CNAs can go ahead on and smash a little something while they on shift and bathe them and change them and put their diapers on and all that fly stuff for the ones who need that right there done. Oh, all right, cool.
Are registered, not licensed. Without a license, no board can discipline them, so there's no record of past concerns if an employee goes to apply for another job.
That then brought stories out of individuals who had jumped from one facility to another facility to another facility.
Plum's bill...
Shout out to the employees who is jumping from one facility to another facility smashing. Yeah. They got it. Listen. Now, a lot of people may call this a fetish, but I just call it human beings. You know what I'm saying? It's easy access, and it may be easier for you to find you a significant other at these homes, you know, at these facilities or something like that. Somebody who's going to sit down and listen to you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who is going to be where you left them at when you clocked out. You know, it ain't like that they at the park or they with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Say Willie thinking about the easy unlicensed come up.
Ultimately failed to make it through the House. Not everyone agreed criminalizing these relationships was the right approach.
We really tried to find a compromise, but we ultimately couldn't.
Nate Krippis is...
Of course y'all couldn't. I know why, but go ahead.
...with Utah's Disability Law Center, which opposed the bill. He argues it was too narrow, outlawing only the sexual relationships in long-term care facilities that involved so-called vulnerable adults.
My colleague uses a wheelchair, and if each of us were to engage in sexual conduct with a nurse who was providing us care or something like that, it would be a crime for that nurse if she or he did that with him, but not with me. And that really seemed discriminatory to us.
That is discriminatory. Now, why is it people with the license is held accountable? That's discriminatory.
Krippis thinks a better solution would be creating a way to track misconduct through licensing.
If there's a subset of the healthcare industry that, you know, the CNAs or the you know, techs or whatever they are, that are unregulated such that they can go around and engage in activity they shouldn't, get fired and then just go get another job, I don't think the answer is to criminalize that.
If there was a way to handle it with licensure, I'd actually prefer that. The unprofessional piece versus the unlawful piece, I like that better. But there's no way with a group of folks that are never all going to be licensed. There's just no way.
Just no way when they never all gonna be licensed. All you have to do is just say what they need to be licensed. We won't care like that. And then again, if now the CNAs, they have to be licensed, then the CNAs will have an argument of, then y'all need to pay us more. Y'all don't want to do that.
The state that we could do that.
Plum told us she doesn't plan to pursue this issue in this year's legislative session, but may explore it again in the future. And while she believes criminal penalties...
So she ain't finna fight it for the rest of this season right here. We're going to let it slide while people still out here hunching the CNAs, or the CNAs hunching the residents and the food service workers and the housekeepers. Got it.
Penalties are the best approach. She said she's open to other ideas for addressing these relationships.
It may be that all we do ultimately get out of this is that awareness piece.
Taylor Stevens.
People's maybe feeling that they can advocate for themselves or for their family members.
Fox 13 News.
Do y'all understand? Do y'all watch this? See, cause damn, I'm trying to get little mama on the screen again. I'm trying to get that little face.
I like that better, but there's no way with a group of folks that are never all good.
This year's legislative session, but may explore it again in the future. Ideas for addressing these relationships.
It may be that
right there. Do y'all understand?
All we do ultimately.
Here it happened. Oh man, I made it too big. Do y'all understand? She can get it in the nursing home though. Now imagine that she's in the home and she need to, just a little love. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, wow. Just imagine if she wanted to smash something. She can't leave the facility and find somebody to smash. But the one thing that she would know that there is, if she liked the guys, there's some guys that, if they work at the facility, the food service workers, the housekeepers, and or the CNAs, there's at least 2 to 3 dudes that come through that she get to see, and those will be like the only 2 or 3 dudes that she may find attractive. I think that it's real discriminatory that this baby would not be able to smash something. I think the licensed people need to be able to smash them too. Because if it's wrong for one, then it should be wrong for all. But if it's okay for one, then it should be okay for all. Just in my mind, I know what y'all thinking. Willie, that's not right. So now y'all hating on the elderly. Y'all hating on the elderly. Watch this. Employee and employee can smash. Although it's unprofessional and all that, you shouldn't be smashing the employee, but y'all be smashing each other on the job. Shout out to all the nurses. Boy, they say that y'all is really, really getting it in at these hospitals. For real. And in the long-term care facilities and shit, y'all smashing. So y'all smashing the dudes and shit. Listen. Shout out to the dudes. Shout out to the players who was working at these facilities and at the hospitals. I think that they say that the women outnumber the men. It is like 30 women to 1 man. It's like 30 women to 1 man, and they be fighting over the 1 man, and because women at these facilities and the hospitals, they do a lot of hours, and you see the one dude, he probably in shape, young, and all that fly shit right there, and the girls, they jugging for buddy. Yeah, at the facility, they jugging for buddy. I know, ladies. I know it's rough. You say a licensed graper. You say they hating on the geriatric. Lord, this is wrong. This is truly, truly wrong. I'm just saying. Now listen, a lot of y'all may be like, man, it's wrong. They need to change this stuff. But remember, your ass gonna get old too. And that little monkey still gonna possibly still be kicking out here. Fuck around, that monkey trying to scratch something. You ain't got nothing for that monkey to scratch. He's gonna scratch you. Y'all, we got 194 likes. Can we get over 200 tonight? Can we get over 200? I need your support. Y'all give yourself a pat on the back when y'all made it to the end of the 990 news around here in these doggone street, man. I need your support. Need your help. Help a play out. Come on. Don't be afraid. We just need 6 more. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. You say no, really, it's 7 women to 1 man inside of these facilities or something like that. Yeah. I was just thinking like bigger, like at the hospitals may hire more people depending on the size of the hospital, you know. And there is a small number of men nurses, and there's a higher number of male CNAs than it is male nurses. You know what I'm saying? So, but the women outnumber the men in the healthcare industry. The nurses at the hospital off the chain. I'm trying to tell y'all something, boy. All right, more hunch, boy. Oh Jesus, yes. And I've been knowing this here about 20 years. I've been knowing that they've been loose for over 20 years, and the mo be broke. And they make the money, mo be broke, because, you know, before they started nursing and stuff, they had all their kids first. You know what I'm saying? Silly rabbits, tricks for kids out here in these streets. For real though. Mm-hmm. Listen. Damn it, I guess we weren't able to get over the 200. I'm not finna continue to talk anymore. Oh, hell, give y'all some pat on the back. Y'all made over 200. Look at me talking, running my mouth. That's what's up. Listen, players, prostate cancer awareness right here at the Willie Williams Show. Say it's just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la or your life. It's your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm here. Y'all please remember, go around to the Willie Williams Show 4 channel, 7 channel, except the degree channel, the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Click on the get link. Get you some merch or something like that. All the links is in the description. We got GoFundMe. We got Pleasant Candles. We got a whole bunch of things that you all can assist the player in out here in these doggone streets. Sure enough, appreciate that. And if you're new around here, subscribe. Remember last week I done told y'all 11% of y'all hadn't hit the notification bell. Make sure that y'all hit the notification bell for all things that I send out. Make sure that y'all do that right there, man. Do a player solid. You say the males mostly being food service, like the cooks and the dishwashers, at least in the nursing home. Yes. And so we had a very good time in here with you tonight. Good commentary, and I have more Janice. I appreciate that right there, Joanne. That's what's up. Thank y'all for being around here, man. We starting off the week kind of slow. We at the end Sunday Easter. Y'all make sure y'all go out there and get them Easter outfits, shit like that. If you got to put some on your credit, go ahead on and put some on your credit. Just don't put a lot on your credit. You know what I'm saying? Because we need to do an Easter egg hunt or something out here in these streets, man. But I really do appreciate y'all for rocking. I'm finna go ahead on and bounce. Y'all have a good one. Y'all do the one thing that I always ask y'all to do, and y'all seem to always do it. And that's stay alive. I'm going to see y'all mañana. I'm out of here.